Not every win is loud, some are silent, some save you. This is the Everyday Win, a podcast for those who hustle, heal, and grow in silence. I'm your host, Kwabena Asante. Let's win together. Welcome back to the Everyday Win. Today's story is different. It's not about money, it's not about a job, not even about business, but about a step I never thought I'd take in that moment and how it turned out to be the beginning of a real favor. You see, the one step that changed everything was deciding to settle down. Yeah, choosing to tie the knot in the middle of pressure, uncertainty, and noise. That was the step. There was a season I was focused on survival. I couldn't see anything else. Business wasn't flowing, bookings were very low. I was doing home services here and there, working a 9 to 5, and just trying to hold it together. That kind of stress doesn't leave space for romance. I wasn't in the headspace to love anyone, not because I didn't want to, but because I was just trying to make ends meet. Relationship, bro, I was just busy fighting life. I kept thinking, how do you love someone when you don't even like yourself? But something shifted. Sometimes God drops peace in the middle of pressure. That's what this was. I found someone who didn't come with chaos. She came with clarity. It wasn't fireworks, it wasn't drama, it was alignment. And even though everything in my life wasn't perfect, even though I still had doubts, still had bills to pay, still hadn't arrived, I knew this was the step I needed to take. I chose commitment, I chose the future. And let me tell you something, that's the decision that opened the doors for me. The Bible says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. You know, that is not just a verse, it's real, it's actually real. After I made that move, things began to shift. Slowly but surely. Bookings came, I found strength I didn't know I had. Not just because of a presence, but because of the peace that came with the decision. It wasn't really 100% smooth. We all know that life isn't, but the pressure felt lighter. And I realized the win wasn't just finding someone. The win was choosing love in the middle of the lack. Choosing hope when logic said wait. It was choosing to build even when I didn't have all the bricks. So for someone listening, your one step might not be marriage. It might be forgiveness. It might be starting again. It might just be leaving that job, choosing to rest. But the truth is, the step won't always make sense. Sometimes the win is obedience. Sometimes the win is trust. That one step might not look big to others, but it's that one thing that shifts everything for you. For me, it was saying I choose to build this life with her, and everything started aligning after that. So you see, that was that one step that changed everything. It wasn't really loud. It didn't come with applause, but it brought favor. It brought a focus and a foundation. So if you're standing at the edge of a big decision, I'll just say this. Don't wait for your life to be perfect. Just be sure about your peace, because sometimes that's where the real wins begins. This is the everyday win, and sometimes the biggest victory starts in the quiet moment where you just say, yes, I'm ready to take the step. Catch you in the next episode, and remember, the favor might not fall until you move.